Okay, so here we have the following question. Which statement is true about the graph of the function f at x equals x squared minus 8x plus 5? So we have the function equals x squared minus 8x plus 5. Okay, so here we have to figure out which one of these statements is true. The first statement says the vertex of the graph is at 4, negative 11. B says axis of symmetry is the line y equals to negative 11. C says y-intercept is at 0, negative 5. And then D, the function crosses the x-axis 3 times. So we can cross out D right away because since this is an x squared function, we know it represents a parabola. So for any parabola, it'll look something like this around the xy plot. And this parabola will essentially only, the maximum times it can cross is twice. So it cannot cross the x-axis 3 times. So we can eliminate D right away. So we'll say D is incorrect. We'll look at C. Y-intercept is at 0, negative 5. So to figure out the y-intercept, we can just substitute x equals to 0. So f equals 0. We have 0 squared minus 8 times 0 plus 5. So we end up with positive 5. So here it's saying negative 5, not positive 5. So we know C is also incorrect. We'll look at B. Axis of symmetry is the line y equals to negative 11. So y equals negative 11. Y equals negative 11 is an axis of symmetry. So to test for this, essentially we'd have to figure out where kind of the parabola lies on the xy plane. So here we can do the following. So we can do f at x equals x squared minus 8x plus 5. We can complete the square to give a format where it's easy to understand where the vertex and where, if there's a axis of symmetry, where it lies. So here we can say x squared minus 8x. To complete the square, we essentially have to find the value for where this coefficient, if we multiply by 2, we add it and subtract. So if we multiply 8 by 2, we get positive 16, and we subtract 16, so we don't change the equation, and then we leave our 5. So here we've completed the square, and then using this, we can write the following: x minus 4 squared. So because we've completed the squared, we can see that we can use kind of the standard formula for completing the square. And we can see if we expanded out x minus 4 squared, we would get x squared minus 8x plus 16. So the standard formula for completely squared is a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab. I'll erase this over here to make some space. Plus b squared. So here we can see negative 4 squared is 16. So negative 4 squared is 16. And then negative 2 times a times b. So a here is just x. B is negative 4 times 2. We'll get negative 8x. And then a squared is just, so a squared, this term, is just x squared, which is this. Okay. And we'll keep going. We still have the negative 16 and 5, so negative 16 plus 5 gives us negative 11. This essentially tells us that our vertex is at x equals at the point 4, negative 11. So x equals 4, y equals negative 11. So if we were to plot this parabola on the xy plane, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then negative 11 would be somewhere down here. So we'll say it's negative 11, this is 4, we have a dot here, and then it looks something like this, give or take. So to answer the above question, at y equals to negative 11, is that an axis of symmetry? So at y equals negative 11 will be this line over here. So y equals negative 11. And clearly that would not be the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry would be x equals to 4, which would be this line. So going back to the options, so axis of symmetry is at y equals negative 11. We can add it to, so actually we erase that above. We can say that B is also incorrect. And the first statement says the vertex of the graph is at 4, negative 11. We can see that this is true based on using the formula to complete the square up here. So based on this, after we completed the square, we saw that using this we can get the vertex, which is at 4, negative 11. And the standard, this is kind of, this above here is the standard form for a parabola. And you can know the vertex by looking at this. So x minus, let's say, a would equal the x coordinate. And then plus b would be the y coordinate of the vertex. So it would be something like x minus a squared plus b. So ab will be the coordinates of the vertex. And this is what we get over here, 4, negative 11. So let's just look at the attempted solution. So we can see they've given the function, they've completed the square, they see the option A is correct. They say option B is incorrect, since the vertex is 4, 11. X equals 4 is the axis of symmetry. Option C is incorrect. And they give the right justification, so the actual point is 0 and 5. The y-intercept is at 5. And then finally, option D is incorrect. What was option D? Function crossed the x-axis 3 times. Yeah, so because it's a parabola, it would not cross 3 times. And only have 2 roots.